3D platformers were some of my most loved games growing up, and some of them even shaped how I see games entirely. So when I was able to go hands-on with Ruffy and the Riverside, I was beyond excited. However, what I didn't expect is how much this game would actually surprise me. What is up, guys, and welcome back to Gamebird Classic. Today, I am so excited to be sharing with you my review for Ruffy and the Riverside. We got a lot to talk about here, so I don't want to beat around the bush. Let's just dig right in.
In and out.
For those Slim Jim!
You're watching Gamebird Classic.
One more thing. Don't forget to hit that like button and smash that subscription button so you guys can be notified when I upload brand new videos. Take it away. Alright, so Ruffy and the Riverside is a brand new adventure 3D platformer from developers Socrates Laboratories. What I love most about this game is that it really recaptures the magic of the golden age of 3D platformers without being another soulless clone. It offers what I think is a very unique mechanic that separates it from anything else that I've ever personally played in the genre. That mechanic is called the power of the swap, baby. And with this ability, you can essentially copy and paste textures throughout the world, literally letting you change the world before you. And we'll dive deeper into that and why I think it's so brilliant as we get into the gameplay. But first, I want to talk about art style, because that is the first major standout in Ruffy. It's incredible art style. It's something that feels very nostalgic, almost as if it was pulled from the Nintendo 64 and GameCube days. But the real stars of the show are the hand-drawn characters, bursting with personality and charm. They literally look like they've been lifted straight out of a coloring book, brought to life with expressive animations and a unique effect that makes them appear as if they're constantly... How do I describe this? I feel like there's an effect that makes them look like they're constantly being colored in with markers. It sounds weird, but it is so cool and just a real treat on the eyes, something that had me smiling right from the start. But now let's jump into music. The main theme instantly reminded me of the Key and Peele show intro, but with a quirky video game twist that I absolutely loved. The rest of the soundtrack, it's just as strong, filled with fun, catchy tunes that really match the game's vibe. There's even some 8-bit chiptune music in there, sprinkled in to tie in with one of the gameplay mechanics, which, as a fan of retro sounds, I really appreciated. But now, guys, it's time to talk about the most important part of the game, and that is gameplay. Ruffy and the Riverside is an absolute blast to play. From the moment I jumped in, I was completely surprised by just how intense and engaging the world is. I'm not exaggerating when I say it feels like every 10 to 20 feet there's something to do, whether it's a puzzle, a challenge, or a clever activity to interact with. This world is anything but empty. Some puzzles are really simple, like swapping some stone cubes into wood so you can then break them, or freezing the ocean into ice so you can cross it. Others are more complex, requiring you to recall textures you've seen nearby and think creatively about how you want to combine multiple elements to really manipulate the environment. What I really appreciate, though, is that none of these puzzles ever felt unfair or illogical. Sure, a few of these had me scratching my head for a bit, but I never felt stuck or frustrated, just challenged in a fun way. Another thing worth mentioning here is that even the simplest puzzles, I feel, served a purpose. I really got the sense that even the most basic challenge was teaching me how to use the swap mechanic more effectively. Each one helped build my understanding and mastery of the game's core ability. And that kind of thoughtful game design just really stood out to me. And I think that's really cool. There are also hidden creatures called Etoi or Etoi scattered throughout Ruffy and the Riverside, often tucked behind puzzles in the environment. This one definitely gave me strong Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Korok vibes. On top of that, you'll also find hidden treasure chests, collectible dreamstones that let you customize world textures, and even secret butterflies to discover and collect. Oh, and you also unlock a hay bale mount for faster world travel. Yes, you heard me right. It's a hay bale mount. You can even rail grind on the thing and participate in a full-on hay bale race, which is quirky and just adds to the charm of the game. Now, there's a slight learning curve with the swap mechanic, but honestly, it didn't take long for it to click. And once it clicks, using it becomes second nature and very satisfying. I think players will find Ruffy in the Riverside to be a joy to explore, thanks to how cleverly the world is built around this unique ability. Combat definitely takes a backseat here, allowing the true star of the show, the power of swap, to really shine. So I played this game on Nintendo Switch 2, and I had a great experience overall. There were a few very brief moments of slowdown when entering the larger areas, but honestly, they were so minor I barely noticed. For the most part, this game ran buttery smooth, and it felt great to play. The story is also lighthearted and fun, and the characters are charming and full of personality. Some of their one-liners even gave me flashbacks to the humor and charm of Rare's classic N64 titles, and that's an era that I truly miss. If you guys are fans of classic 3D platformers like games from Rare, my personal favorite Banjo Kazooie, there's Conquer, or any 3D platformer for that matter, I could not recommend this game more. Ruffy in the Riverside is fantastic. If I had to put a score on it out of 10, oh man, I'd probably give it an 8.5. This game is something special. It's why indie games are so important. You know, instead of being a copy and paste, carbon copy of what everything else is doing, this game is trying something new and unique with the swap mechanic that really makes this game special and just stand on its own legs. And also, hey, I want to give a huge shout out to Thunderstash Gaming, who also reviewed this game, so definitely go check out his review as well. It's fantastic, and a huge thank you to him. I actually don't have a capture card at the moment, and Thunderstash kindly lended me some footage that he was able to capture in his playthrough of Ruffy in the Riverside. So huge shout out, he's my good buddy, and you can catch both of us actually on the Nintendo Byte podcast every Wednesday night. Guys, sound off in the comment section below. What do you guys think of Ruffy in the Riverside? Is this a game that you're excited to play? Have you already played it? I want to hear your thoughts. Sound off below, and hey, I'll see you guys on the next Gamebird Classic. Peace.